Hello everyone. So here we are with another Books Alive interview. My name's Carolyn Barber. I'm from the Good Mental Health Co-op, and we're recording this series of interviews for Books Alive Week. And today I'm delighted to welcome Angie, who is a regular volunteer with Books Alive. Welcome, Angie.
Hi.
So can I just start by asking you what about why you've chosen this particular book title?
My title's Anorexia, and I chose it because I've struggled with it for a long time, and I've always found that people have this misconception it's about being thin or wanting to look like a model, when in fact usually it's absolutely nothing to do with that or food.
Right.
Kind of like the not eating is kind of a symptom to the problem. The underlying problem is more about kind of self-perception and things like that. So I wanted to kind of help people understand a bit more about it.
Okay. So could you just talk me through some of the kind of difficult experiences that you've had?
Generally in the beginning, it was getting diagnosed, that because they had this set of diagnostic criteria, and unless you met all of them, they weren't able to give you the diagnosis. So
Okay.
diagnosis can take a long time.
What sort of criteria?
So you have to have like below a 17.5 BMI. For a woman, your periods have to have stopped. And obviously the kind of fear of eating and gaining weight.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, do you want to go on? I interrupted you there. Sorry.
Another particularly difficult time I experienced was like when I was detained under the Mental Health Act, because this was many years ago, and it was just kind of gain weight and ship you out without dealing with kind of the reasons. So it just led to me losing even more weight when I left hospital because the underlying reasons weren't dealt with. Things have changed now, like treatments are a lot better, but
Okay.
at the time it was kind of just hospital admissions.
And have you been able to have other forms of treatment since then that have helped?
Yeah, so now there's like day support program. So normally you'd attend it every day, but obviously during COVID that's not been possible, so they've started doing it on Zoom, where you have your structured meals, but you have groups in between to help you deal with it. And for me, I finally got both eating disorder service and mental health to join up together. So I've just recently started therapy. So hopefully things will change.
Okay. What would you say that you've learned the most from your experiences?
The first thing is kind of I've learned to be a lot more non-judgmental of people with mental illness. Before I experienced it myself, it was only what you read or saw on TV, which kind of made it quite scary. But now, obviously, having suffered from it, I'm a lot more aware that actually it's just normal people struggling. I've also kind of learned more about myself and how to take time out. So little things like just going for a short walk when I'm getting stressed, or just taking 5 minutes to breathe
Mm.
and kind of help stop things from spiraling out of control.
Mm. Yeah, it's quite a skill, that, isn't it, actually?
Yeah.
To kind of find the ways to stop the rising anxiety. Yeah. Okay. So what or who do you think has helped you get through the most difficult times?
First person is my dad. I'm really close to my dad, and he's just always there when I need someone to kind of offload and let off steam with. Also, there's several people at my church who kind of, again, they're always there. Like, they don't judge me if every time I relapse. They're just kind, caring people who support, and they show me love when I can't show it to myself. So having a dog helps massively.
I think animals are amazing therapy, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So there's something there in what about acceptance from other people.
Yeah.
That sounds quite an important thing, really.
Yeah. I mean, part of my problem is I don't accept myself.
Right.
So having other people accept me helps me to kind of see that maybe I am okay.
Mm.
And just being there to just love someone, even regardless of what is going on or what behaviors they're engaging in that are hard to deal with, I know, but it's...
Have you are there any particular examples of where you have felt kind of stigmatized or discriminated against, because of what was going on for you?
Well, one of the most recent times was during a stay in the orchards. I felt humiliated by the staff, because eating disorders is not something they deal with on a day-to-day basis, and like a lot of people, they think it's just about food and eating.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's kind of like locked out of my room because I wouldn't have something to eat. So it wasn't pleasant.
Right.
Kind of one of the reasons why I like doing the books alive is particularly like if we're doing it with students, because
Mm-hmm.
you can give them that kind of input before they get swept away by kind of like all the protocols and everything like that that they have to work under.
Yeah, it's quite an eye-opener for students, isn't it? I think,
Mm-hmm.
especially the ones training to be, health or social work professionals, and just to meet and be able to talk to people about their experiences, and then they're not in that role yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you say to anyone else who's going through a similar experience?
Stick at it. Recovery is worth it. It's 100 times better than what the eating disorder tells you it's going to be. Having an eating disorder voice constantly nagging at you, telling you like recovery, you won't manage, life will be too hard without it. It's not. The times I've been in recovery, I've just been so much happier than when I'm being ruled by my eating disorder.
Okay, that's a good message. Stick at it. All right. So is there anything else that you'd like to add as part of the interview?
Don't think so. Just kind of to anyone watching who's with kind of got family members or friends suffering, just remember it's not actually about food, and eating doesn't solve the problem.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's a really good good way to sum it up, I think, at the end. It's really good phrase. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.